A week ago, federal regulators took extraordinary steps to protect the uninsured customers of failed Silicon Valley and Signature banks.
Rest assured they'll be protected and they'll have access to their money as of today.
Because while the FDIC insures deposits up to $250K, more than 90% of accounts at both banks were over that limit. But unlike the bank bailouts of 2008, regulators didn't use taxpayer money to make depositors whole. Instead, they drew from the government's Bank Deposit Insurance Fund, which FDIC-insured banks across the country pay into. The government said any losses to the fund would be backfilled by a special fee on banks.
We felt that there was a serious risk of contagion that could have brought down and triggered runs on many banks.
Much as regulators and our president is trying to reassure us, this system runs on faith.
And faith is shaken. For more than a week, Americans have been pulling their money out of smaller regional banks and putting it into banks considered too big to fail. And that's helping exacerbate this crisis of confidence in regional banks, from First Republic to PacWest. While the federal government made the decision to fully secure the uninsured deposits at Silicon Valley and Signature banks, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said banks will only get that treatment if the feds believe letting it fail would create systemic risk and significant economic consequences. Here's Oklahoma Senator James Lankford questioning Yellen on how community banks can survive.
So what is your plan to keep large depositors from moving their funds out of community banks into the big banks? We have seen the mergers of banks over the past decade. I'm concerned you're about to accelerate that by encouraging anyone who has a large deposit in a community bank to say, we're not going to make you whole, but if you go to one of our preferred banks, we will make you whole at that point.
Look, I mean, that's certainly not something that we're encouraging.
That is happening right now.
That is happening because depositors are concerned about the bank failures that have happened and whether or not other banks could also
No,
fail.
it's happening because you're fully insured no matter what the amount is if you're in a big bank. You're not fully insured if you're in a community bank.
Well, you're not fully insured.
What sets Straight Arrow News apart from the other guys? Well, for one, we're on a mission to serve you, not an agenda. So for factual, trustworthy reporting, head to straightarrownews.com.